Hi, and welcome to Braced Up. On this channel, I am journaling my career experiences and my learning journey. A journey which has now led me into the world of data and security. You know how I say it. Make sure you are braced up for impact. Last time, a few videos have seen us discussing what data is, why data is important, what security is. And so yeah, we know we should secure data, but why is security actually important for data? Today, we're going to explore the crucial connection between security and data. And so we'll see why security is so important when it comes to, keeping our data safe and protected. So, we've come back to that secret diary you might have, or maybe you don't have, where you write down all your thoughts and your feelings, and it's personal and it's private to you. By the way, I need to mention that we're going to be referring to this hypothetical diary a lot. Now, what do you think will happen if someone else got their hands on your diary and read all of your secrets? Yeah, maybe you don't have dirty secrets, but even your clean secrets, do you want them outside? I don't think so. I wouldn't want mine outside. And that's exactly where security comes in. Security for data is like a special shield that protects your diary, making sure that only you have access to it. It ensures that no one else can read or change your thoughts without your permission. Think about when you have a special secret code to unlock your phone or your tablet. That code is like a security measure that ensures that only you can access your videos, your photos, your messages, your private things. Or perhaps you play Candy Crush. I don't know how to play it. I don't know why. And you created a username and password for the game. The password is like a secret key that allows you to protect your progress and keeps others from using your account. Now, let's think about something you consider valuable and private. Maybe a special gift from your best friend, or that secret diary we've been referring to. Imagine how you would keep it safe. Just take a moment to think about it. What are the best ways to keep that valuable item safe? When you think about it, share those ideas in the comment section and let's talk about it. As we've already discussed, data is valuable. Just like our personal gifts that we want to protect. We want to make sure that our data doesn't fall into the wrong hands or get changed without our permission. And that's why security is crucial for data. If we don't have proper security measures in place, our data can be accessed by people who should not have it. They could read our private messages, steal our personal information, or even use our data in ways that we don't want it used. And maybe you're thinking, well, what do I even have in my data that I want to protect? Actually, you have a lot to protect. There are different types of data, and having them fall into wrong hands can quite literally be life-threatening. But we're not going to talk about that now. That's a future conversation. I need to learn and reach there. So when I get there in my learning, I'm going to add it on. But for today, are you taking appropriate security measures for your data? Think about it. Are you just giving out your data without, caring about who has it, whose hand it lands into? Well, it's not too late to start now, right? So that leads us to the conversation around personal data and understanding how it shapes our digital lives. Let's say personal data. What does that mean? Imagine that you have a digital profile that contains information about you. This profile holds details like your name, your age, your address, your phone number, and even your interests and preferences. It's like a digital representation of who you are. You see, that collection of information, that's what we refer to as personal data. In our first video, or was it the second? I don't know. One of the previous videos, we said that data is like pieces of puzzle that we arrange together to make sense of things. So using that analogy, personal data is like a puzzle that tells a story of who you are. It includes facts and details that describe you and your life. So it's not just your name or your age, but it's also things like your favorite color, the food you like, the places you visit. You get my point. Anyway, I believe you already know the drill. So it's comment section time. Take a moment to think about the personal data that makes up your own digital profile. And then please let me know in the comment section. Share only what you're comfortable sharing. It could be your favorite hobby. It could be a special talent that you have, but only something you are comfortable to share in public. And let's just get to know you better. If you think about it, it's really interesting, fascinating to say the least, to see the diversity of personal data that we each have. So you remember how I said that you should not assume that you don't have any data to protect. Well, we're here. Personal data is valuable and it's essential to protect it. It's because this information can be used by others to know more about us, and sometimes it can be misused. If your personal data is not well protected, someone else can quite literally claim to be you and use your identity to do very bad stuff. You don't have to be rich or influential, too much money before you start thinking about protecting your personal data. Just as we lock our doors, whether we are rich or we are poor, to keep our belongings safe, to protect our lives, we must take similar steps to protect our personal data. Anyways, there was something I came across. It's like identity protection or identity management. I haven't delved into it so much, but it's looking so much fun, so I'm excited to eventually get there, but I'm sure I will learn better or know more as I progress. But for now, I've not gotten there yet. In the next video, we will go to the actual main course conversation. I feel like I've gone through a process of sharing, what are the basics, so that when I say data, you know what I mean. When I say security in this context, you know what I mean. So there's those foundational explanations, and then we can go into the main course. For the next video, I'm going to talk about the interesting stuff I told you I learned in the very first course, the CIA triad, and how that shapes everything. Of course, I'm not going to go in there because I'm still a learner, but you get my point. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have learned something from all of my different notes. The notes can be bulky, they can be small, depending on how that particular learning session went. So I hope that it makes sense to you and you're gaining something. And please, if you haven't subscribed, I just want to know why. Why? What's the reason? Please do so. Stay braced up and see you at the next video.